Oklahoma 4-H, let's rise to our feet, because right now, taking one last walk on the wild side, after spending an entire year serving you in Oklahoma 4-H, it is time for your 2025-2026 State 4-H Leadership Council. That wasn't good enough. I said your State Leadership Council. From the west, we have Avery Fisher. From the southeast, Mason Luca. From the northeast, Killian Baker. From the west, Zoe Goosen. From the southeast, Ember Duffy. From the northeast, Donna Greenfield. And from the west, Claire Neese. From the southeast, Danny McTagg. From the northeast, Jimmy Ferguson. Your recreation leader, Jake Vogelmore. Your reporter, Joe Sharp. Your secretary, Rebecca Whiteley. Your vice president, Kate Warlaw. And your state 4-H president, Kate Sherrill.
It has been said, in the heart of the jungle, every tangled path leads to a new discovery. This is much like our time in Oklahoma 4-H. We set out on a path and it gets tangled and messy, and then we can find a new path and make new friendships, connections, and find new passions. It is a wild time in Oklahoma 4-H, but with dedication, tenacity, and leadership, you can find a new path for your future. We have two special guests with us this morning. This year, Oklahoma 4-H members in 4th through 6th grade attended a civic engagement program called Oklahoma 4-H Junior Governor. Youth learned about the 3 branches of government, and 5th graders had the opportunity to run for positions of leadership. This opportunity is a partnership between Oklahoma 4-H and the Oklahoma Institute of Child Advocacy, and was sponsored by Google. We had the first ever Oklahoma 4-H Junior Governor and Oklahoma 4-H Junior Lieutenant Governor with us. The Oklahoma 4-H Junior Governor, Riley Braden, is a 5th grader from Creek County. Her main project area is child care and development. The Oklahoma 4-H Junior Lieutenant Governor is Whitley Mosier, is a 5th grader from Payne County. Her main project area is swine. Please welcome Riley and Whitley to the Roundup stage to lead us in our pledges.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I pledge my head to clearer thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health for better living, to my club, my community, my country, and my world. You may be seated.
Give it up for our Oklahoma 4-H Junior Governor and our Lieutenant Governor, Riley Braden and Whitley Mosier. The future of Oklahoma and Oklahoma 4-H is in great hands. I just want to say you all look great in your Roundup t-shirts. Today we have Tanner Roberts from Next Era Energy Resources LLC with us. Please give a huge Roundup thank you to Next Era Energy Resources LLC for being the 2026 sponsor of the Roundup t-shirts. Please welcome Rebecca Whiteley and Avery Fisher to the stage to recognize the winners of our competitive events at Roundup.
Each year, Oklahoma 4-H Roundup highlights the skills and knowledge of 4-H members through competitive events. This year, 213 members competed in 11 contests throughout the week. If you participated in one of the week's contests, please stand so we may recognize you. We want to take a moment to recognize those first place winners.
First place individual in the ATV safety competition is Michael Reinhardt of Logan County.
This year's Clover Bowl champion team is McLean County. Team members include Marley Loudon, Harper Perkins, Riley Gibson, and Hannah Welton.
The grand champions in the digital presentation categories are Brinley Morris from Beaver County and Audrey Arnall from Payne County. Natalie Hollingstead from Pittsburgh County and Curtis McDermott, Grady County.
Our top 3 in fashion review include Zoe Gosen of Caddo County, Josley Latta of Ellis County, and Raya Latta of Ellis County.
In the FCS Skillathon contest, the first place team is Aubrey Lee and Brindle Lee, and Matthew Mayo of Murray County. First place individual is Lauren Guthrie of Payne County.
The grand champions in the creative writing categories are Raquel Todd, Dewey County, and Evelyn Thayer, McLean County.
The Food Showdown first place team is Aubrey Lee, Alice Wakefield, and Andy Kate Zevley of Murray County.
The grand champions in the illustrated presentation categories are Kate Wardlaw, Payne County, Cade Pugh, Haskell County, Kaylin Morgan, Carter County, Daisy Starr, Adair County.
In the job readiness competition, first place in the intermediate division is Carly LeGrand of Roger Mills County. First places in the senior division include Creed Pope, Choctaw County, Daisy Starr, Adair County, Jillian Miller, Rogers County.
The grand champion in graphic design is Emery Roberts of Pittsburgh County.
The grand champion Livestock Quiz Bowl team is Jerica Maids, Karsten Collier, Brooke Mitchell, Will Flanagan, and Keisha Watson of Washita County.
The music contest winners are Abigail Sermon of Washita County, Ella Lister of Garvin County, Kendall Williams of Lincoln County, Jonas Lee of Grady County, and Olivia Evans of Grady County, and Peyton Ramsey of Oklahoma County.
The winner of the Natural Resources Contest is Seth Pruitt from Lincoln County.
The grand champions in the speech categories are Harper Perkins, McLean County, Georgia Nelson, Grady County, Lana Danielson, Canadian County, and Lyndon Pierce, Carter County.
First place in the Intermediate Tractor Contest is Abe Crawford, Grady County. First place in the Advanced Tractor Contest is Simon Blum, Washita County. Washington County.
The photography winners: JC 80, Cimarron County, and Paisley Green, Alfalfa County. Congratulations to all our contest winners. Please welcome Zoe Gosen and Ember Duffy to introduce our next group of leaders.
In addition to our competitors this week, we'd like to recognize 4-H members who've represented Oklahoma 4-H on state leadership teams. The Oklahoma 4-H Shooting Sports Ambassadors help to ensure that the Oklahoma 4-H Shooting Sports program is educational and provide the youth voice to the Oklahoma 4-H Shooting Sports Advisory Council. These youth work together to assist the coordinator with contests and training. Please join me in congratulating the 2026 State 4-H Shooting Sports Ambassadors. Completing their third year are Joe Sharp, Garfield County, Charmaine Brown, Grady County, Curtis McDermott, Grady County. Completing their second year are Maggie Evans, Grady County, Jimmy Ferguson, Logan County, Logan Elliott, Grady County. Completing their first year are Braden Arnall, Payne County, Shane Leach, Roger Mills County, Owen Everly, Pittsburgh County, Brian Clark, Pittsburgh County, Jonas Lee, Grady County. Beginning their first year on the team are Blake Duncan, Pawnee County, Kimber Duncan, Pawnee County, Javen Greco, Creek County, Haley Hutchinson, Pittsburgh County, Gracie Ferguson, Logan County, Marissa McDermott, Grady County. Congratulations to the Oklahoma 4-H Shooting Sports Ambassadors.
The Oklahoma 4-H STEM Innovators attended the STEM Innovate Conference in February of 2026 and learned different components of STEM and how to teach STEM programs. These youth are responsible for teaching STEM to their communities and beyond. So far this year, the STEM Innovator team has trained over 5,300 youth in science. Please join me in congratulating the 2026 STEM Innovators. Rustin Elliott, Grady County. Gracie Ferguson, Logan County. Noah Few, Pittsburgh County. Jimmy Ferguson, Logan County. Amberly Gilmore, Dewey County. Becca Gilmore, Dewey County. Javen Greco, Creek County. Micah Greco, Creek County. Lauren Guthrie, Payne County. Amanda Jolly, Pontotoc County. Andrew Jolly, Pontotoc County. Matthew Jolly, Pontotoc County. Jeremiah Lamb, Grady County. Madison Maddox, Pottawatomie County. Gabriella McLemore, Logan County. Ava Mitchell, Grady County. Lucille Morehouse, Choctaw County. Tori Nelms, Pottawatomie County. Marley Spear, Pushmataha County. Brianna Wakely, Lincoln County. Kara Wardlaw, Payne County. Kate Wardlaw, Payne County. Ben Williamson, Grady County. Ellen Williamson, Grady County. Molly Williamson, Grady County. Congratulations to our STEM Innovators.
The Oklahoma 4-H Healthy Living Ambassadors serve to increase the health of Oklahoma youth and adults. By working in all health, physical, social, and emotional areas, they are expanding the youth's knowledge about making healthier choices for their future. Please join me in welcoming the Oklahoma 4-H Healthy Living Ambassadors. Haley Haxton, McLean County. Avery Fisher, Blaine County. Carson Potter, Oklahoma County. Bailey Nichols, Garfield County. Natalie Hollingshead, Pittsburgh County. Mason Luca, Pottawatomie County. Jake Volgamore, Canadian County. Rexton Potter, Oklahoma County. Olivia Evans, Grady County. Carol Wardlaw, Payne County. Thank you for helping improve the health of Oklahoma, and congratulations.
Oklahoma Farm Bureau teams up with 4-H and FFA members to help address youth hunger with the Pork for Packs program. Oklahoma youth donate their swine projects to the Porks for Packs program, and this meat is donated to the Regional Food Bank of Oklahoma. This meat is turned into pork sticks for backpack programs for low-income students. Thank you to the Oklahoma 4-H members for their donations. Congratulations to Eileen Ordonez, Alfalfa County, Hannah Hensley, Alfalfa County, Maysden Marshall, Beaver County, Rowdy Burns, Cotton County, Kensley Brown, Pawnee County, Maylee Brown, Pawnee County, and Gray McPherson, Stevens County. Thank you for your generosity.
Beyond ready to me, I feel like it means not only being prepared, but being able to thrive in diverse situations.
Being beyond ready means to me to equip myself with leadership skills because I'm not just a leader of tomorrow, but I'm a leader of the future.
Being prepared for any challenge that life throws at me. For example, when I go to college, being able to go and speak to a county or teach a workshop.
Being beyond ready to me means that no matter where life takes you or what life throws at you, 4-H has prepared me for those situations.
Being beyond ready means preparing myself for the future and any challenges life might throw at me.
4-H prepares us for anything that we could ever need and will be exceptional in every field that we walk into because of what 4-H has taught us.
Being ready for anything at any time, as well as remembering the skills that 4-H has given me to prepare me for life in the future.
To me, being beyond ready means being prepared for the future through life skills like organization and time management.
Being beyond ready means that even as a homeschool student, I'm still prepared for real-world experiences such as interviews and working with others.
Being beyond ready to me means being ready for the unexpected. 4-H has helped me to be prepared not only for what's planned, but for what's unplanned.
Being ready beyond the societal norm, going farther than what's expected, and being prepared for the future of my choosing.
To me, being beyond ready means that I have the skills to be resilient in hard times, work hard for my dreams, and have faith that anything is possible.
That I am prepared for unexpected situations that comes my way.
To me, being beyond ready means to be prepared for whatever happens, even if it's outside of your comfort zone.
The fourth H is our health. Keeping our minds clear and working to maintain good health is essential. Please welcome Oklahoma 4-H Healthy Living Ambassador team members, Kara Wardlaw and Rexton Potter, to give us a mindful minute.
Kara, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
Like, why are you writing everything down on that paper?
Oh, I'm journaling. I don't want to forget anything about Roundup. I want to remember everything.
Everything? Like, everything?
Everything. The smells, the sounds, the people, the food, the moment I tripped over a fence post.
Oh, I remember that.
Exactly.
You remember it. But will future me remember? No. That's one of the reasons why I'm journaling.
Okay, but why does journaling matter that much?
Because memories fade. Journaling helps you remember important moments, reflect on what you've learned, capture feelings, not just facts, help you relive the fun later, and even problem solve for the future.
So it's not just, dear diary, today I ate a corn dog.
No, although that's an important detail. Was it a good hot dog?
All right, can you teach me how to even start?
Yes. Number 1, start simple. You don't need perfect sentences. Just write what stands out. 2, use your senses. What do you see, hear, smell, feel? Include emotions, not just what happened, but how it felt. Don't overthink it. Bad spelling, messy handwriting doesn't matter.
Okay, everybody, are you ready to help us try this out?
No notebooks needed, just your memory.
Think of one moment from Roundup.
Close your eyes, think of one amazing moment from Roundup. All right. Raise your hand if you can still remember that. Okay, raise your hand if you think future you will remember that. Exactly, that's why we journal.
See, that's journaling. It can be that simple. One word to get you started. Okay, I'm convinced. Journaling doesn't have to be long or perfect.
Right, it just has to be real and written down before you forget it.
So tonight before you go to bed,
write down just one thing you don't want to forget.
Future you will thank you.
And future me will definitely remember that fence post.
Each year, 4-H members begin to imagine how collecting a little loose change can fulfill the needs of thousands of Oklahoma families. It's simple. Change the life of a child and their family by collecting loose change at meetings, events, activities, and Oklahoma Children's Health Foundation. This year, Oklahoma 4-H members have taken the challenge for Change to heart and raised $12,975.91. These funds will continue to help bring services and opportunities to families across Oklahoma. Today we are honored to receive a visit from Kelly Rebesel and Jamie Coe from the Children's Health Foundation. It's not hard to create change for Oklahoma children. During the coming year, set a container for loose change in your home, have a container at club meetings, or even better, have collection containers at county activities and events. I would now like to introduce the winners for the Pete Safari Bingo. Winners getting the Eskimo Joe's bottle is Cherokee Corkener, a yellow 4-H water bottle, Lauren Bowl, a green water bottle, Michael Reinhardt, a magnet dartboard, Clara Austin, spoons, Savannah Asland, a Move Your Mood hand sanitizer, Raylan Parsons, a Echo Dot, Emma Gronwald, a Hydro Jug, Jessica Gregart, an Igloo Cooler, Sebastian Schwartz, and a clear 4-H water bottle, Autumn Yacht. You guys can pick up those prizes at the sound booth. Let's give them all a round of applause. Please welcome State Recreation Leader Jake Volgamore and State Reporter Joe Sharp to the stage to get 4-H Has Talent kicked off.
Good morning. We are so excited to start this year's 4-H Has Talent competition, and I know we have some incredible acts in store today. Out of respect for our fellow 4-Hers who have spent countless hours practicing their talent, please make sure that your cell phones are turned off and that all of our attention is given to our performers. Joe, are you ready too?
Sure am, Jake, but what was that?
Joe, you do know that horse was one of my project areas, right? I was pretending to be a pony.
Jake. Let's let our first act of 4-H Has Talent do the equine talk. Please welcome to the Roundup stage Creed Pope singing Red Pony.
I'll use this here. Hello, everybody. I'm Creed. I'm doing a song called For Certain. It's American primitive, so it's mid-1900s music, and it's kind of similar to bluegrass and Delta blues. It's instrumental, and so once I get the chord here, then I'll run it. Thank you.
Awesome job, Creed. Killian, I'm so glad we met through 4-H.
Me too, Donna. We've had some great times on State Council, Youth in Action, and Leadership Team Retreat.
I know, it's been amazing. Our next performer knows something about 4-H friends too.
Please welcome to the Roundup stage Kendall Williams from Lincoln County. He will be singing an original song called Best Friends. He wrote it about his 4-H friends.
Dang, I should write a song too.
Check, check. I'm going to do a little intro here. Like I said, my name's Kendall Williams. I'm from Lincoln County. This is an original song that I wrote about my friends here in 4-H, and I've known all my life. And if you want to check it out, you can check it out on YouTube. Just look up my name or Oklahoma 4-H, you'll find it. Here we go. I got a buddy back in Niagara. Christian's been there since we were little. Remember singing Rick Astley? Yeah, you remember that, don't you? And Will from Bartlesville, you come along whenever I need you. When Riley went to the ER, I was scared to death. We hugged till I could catch my breath. Through 4-H and memories, strangers, dogs, and family, they're the reason why this boy ain't dead. They're not famous, they're my best friends. And Craig gave me Seth. We were singing Creed at Youth in Action, and you were cracking jokes about Ross's sedan, just to get us boys to laugh. Cushing, God, you knew what to do. You gave me a wonderful youth group. Now I'm playing in the youth worship band. We're born in Christ, no longer in sinking sand. Through hard times and white lies, smiles and goodbyes. Sometimes they ask if I'm dumb in the head. At night I stare at the ceiling from my bed, asking God what He has planned for them. They ain't famous, they're my best friends. I could list off many more, but this last one's for Trenton. All heartbreak brings is nothing, so talk to Jesus, 'cause that's what He's there for. Through sweet times and memories, these are what build me. The reason why I ain't down. At night I stare at the ceiling from my bed, asking God what He has planned for them. They ain't famous. No, they ain't famous. They're my best friends. Oklahoma 4-H, you are my friends. Thank you.
That was a great performance, Kendall. So much talent here in Oklahoma 4-H.
Kate, it was amazing. What is your favorite color?
Well, Danny, I love purple. I like purple grapes, purple pins. I have a really cute purple sweater. What's your favorite color?
I adore pink. I am in my Elle Woods era. Even my Bronco is pink.
You and our next performer both have a love of pink.
Please welcome to the Roundup stage, Ella Lister from Garvin County singing about pink skies.
Hey guys, like T said, I'm Ella Lister from Garvin County. I'm playing Pink Skies. And if you know it, you're welcome to sing along. I'm just so blessed to have this opportunity today. The kids are in town for a funeral, so pack the car and dry your eyes. I know they got plenty of young blood left in them, and plenty nights under pink skies you taught them to enjoy. Leave the house, clear the drawers, mop the floors, and stand tall like no one's ever been here before or at all. And don't you mention all the inches that are scraped on the door frame. We all know you tiptoed up to 4-1 back in 08. If you could see him now, you'd be proud, but you'd think they's yuppies. Your funeral was beautiful. I bet God heard you coming. The kids are in town for a funeral, and the grass all smells the same as the day you broke your arm swinging on that kid out on the river. You bailed him out, never said a thing about Jesus or the way he's living. You could see him now, you'd be proud, but you'd think they's yuppies. Your funeral was beautiful. I bet God heard you coming. Kids are in town for a funeral, so pack the car and dry your eyes. I know they got plenty of young blood left in them, plenty nights under pink skies you taught them to enjoy. Thank you very much.
That was awesome, Ella.
Zoe, have you ever been to North Carolina?
No, I haven't. Why do you ask?
Me neither. What about New England?
I've been to D.C., but not New England. Why, Mason?
Me neither. What about Philly, Johnson City, Roanoke, Raleigh?
Mason, what gives? I didn't need a geography lesson.
I was just making sure you could pronounce all the names in our next performer's song, Zoe.
Mason, all you really had to say was, please welcome to the Roundup stage, Cole DeArmond from Murray County singing Wagon Wheel.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Yes, my name is Cole DeArmond, and I'm going to be playing Wagon Wheel. The Darius Rucker version. I hope you'll like it. Alrighty. Be quiet, Titus. Heading out south to the land of the pines. I'm thumbing my way into North Carolina. Staring up the road, pray to God I see headlights. I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers. And I'm hoping for Raleigh I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Running from the cold up in New England, I was born to be a fiddler in an old-time string band. My baby plays the guitar, I pick a banjo now. Oh, North Country winners keep getting me down. Lost my money playing poker, so I had to leave town. I ain't turning back to living that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Walking to the south out of Roanoke, I caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long tow. But he's heading west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. I gotta get a move on before the sun. I hear my baby calling my name and I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Thank you, guys. Yeah.
That was a great performance, Cole.
Hey, Kate, do you know what a dead deer and our next performer have in common?
Jimmy, that's a strange question.
I thought it was strange, but that's what the script says.
Jimmy, you read that wrong. It says, please welcome our next performer to sing Dead Deer.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, here it goes. Please welcome our next performer, Jonas Lee, to the 4-H Has Talent stage, singing an original song named Dead Deer.
How many of y'all are rednecks up in here? Well, I'm not. I'm just kidding. This next song is what they might call a redneck delicacy. It's one I wrote. But anybody can relate to this song. I can guarantee every single one of you can relate to this song. Now, this is one I wrote. Everything y'all are going to hear, I recorded by myself. This is a song about getting hungry on the road. It was a long haul trip down to Tennessee. My guitar in the back with the boys and me. We were getting pretty hungry, but the stores were all closed. We saw a dead deer on the side of the road. Dead deer on the side of the road. Dead deer on the side of the road. Should we eat it? I don't know, 'cause it's a dead deer on the side of the road. How we doing today, 4-H? Yeah, we stopped to talk it out if we should wait and eat, or take the opportunity in front of me. No, we didn't have a fryer, but the radiator's hot, and we didn't know the distance to the next town to stop, and we were getting pretty hungry. The stores were all closed. We saw a dead deer on the side of the road. Come on, y'all. Dead deer on the side of the road. Dead deer on the side of the road. Should we eat it? I don't know, 'cause it's a dead deer on the side of the road. Dead deer on the side of the road. Dead deer on the side of the road. You know the words, should we eat it? I don't know, 'cause it's a dead deer on the side of the road. Yeah! Dead deer on the side of the road. Dead deer on the side of the road. Should we eat it? I don't know, 'cause it's a dead deer on the side of the road. We got any frying oil back there? That's all right, we got some hot radiator fluid. Somebody get that guitar to the back and play a tune while I start gutting this darn thing. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much, Jonas. That was our last act of the morning, but we need all of you to take your phones out now. You will find a QR code on the screen for voting for your favorite act in the 4-H Has Talent. The voting will open for 5 minutes. Each Roundup delegate only gets one vote. While voting, please enjoy the 2025 4-H Has Talent winner, Peyton Ramsey, singing Wide Open Spaces.
That's a little better. That's a little better. Yeah. All right. How are we doing, Oklahoma 4-H? A little tired? I'm definitely tired. All right. Well, as you heard, I'm Peyton Ramsey. I was last year's 2025 talent winner. I was so honored to be the winner and have this title for a year. And the trophy was like huge. It took up like half my room. So it's very much an honor to do that and just to have that title. And so, yeah, I'm going to be singing Wide Open Spaces. And when I was picking my song, I kind of just thought, wide open spaces, it's kind of just what 4-H is about. There's so many wide open spaces for everybody and so many different project areas you can choose from. And just, yeah, it really hit deep for me. So, yeah, Jonas is going to play guitar for me. I know y'all just saw him, so don't get too tired of him. But, yeah, I hope y'all enjoy and sing along if you know it.
Who doesn't know what I'm talking about? Who's never left home, who's never struck out to find a dream and a life of their own? A place in the clouds, a foundation of stone. Many precede and many will follow. A young girl's dreams no longer hollow. It takes the shape of a place out west, and what it holds for her, she hasn't yet guessed. She needs wide open spaces, room to make her big mistakes. She needs new faces. She knows the high stakes. She traveled this road as a child, wide-eyed and grinning, she never tired. But now she won't be coming back with the rest. If these are life's lessons, she'll take this test. She needs wide open spaces, room to make her big mistakes. She needs new faces. She knows the higher stakes. She knows the high stakes. As her folks drive away, her dad yells, "Check the oil." Mom stares out the window and says, "I'm leaving my girl." She said it didn't seem like it that long ago, when she stood there and let her own folks go. She needed wide open spaces, room to make her big mistakes. She needs new faces. She knows the higher stakes. She knows the high stakes. She knows the highest stakes. She knows the highest stakes. She knows the highest stakes. Thank y'all so much.
That was a great performance, Peyton. Can I please have all of the 4-H Has Talent performers back on stage before I announce who the winner is? And can we give them a round of applause as they come up? The winner of the 2026 Oklahoma 4-H Talent is, let's get a drum roll. Let's get a drum roll going. Is Jonas Lee from Grady County.
Today, it is my honor to introduce our capstone speaker. Our speaker today is the founder of the Teen Dream Center in Nashville, where he serves students and families alongside his wife, Ashley, and their 3 sons. He is a nationally recognized youth advocate and the author of Liar, Liar, Mullet on Fire. Ketric is known for being hilarious and deeply authentic, delivering a message that helps others find their true purpose. He's a big fan of Nashville hot chicken, the kind that builds character. Please help me give a big Roundup welcome to Ketric Newell.
I'm going to start by telling you a really dumb story of something that I did when I was your age. Anybody down with that? Now, I'm not telling you this story because I'm proud of it. I'm telling you this story because I need you to know you're hearing from me this morning and getting advice from me, okay? So I feel like I owe it to you. This story that I'm going to tell you actually happened 35 miles from where you're sitting right now, south of here, in a little town called Wellston, Oklahoma. Anybody? Any people from Wellston here, up here in the nosebleeds? No? Okay, great. Well, I was coming home from a basketball game. I lived in a little town 10 miles from here called Perkins, Oklahoma. Anybody know? I lived in Perkins for 2 years of my high school days, and here's the thing, what I know about small town Oklahoma. I know that there's a few sports that really matter, right? There's football. He's like, wow. There's basketball, and there's baseball. Well, listen, I was never good at any of those sports. And so I had to use my abilities because I'm short. And the abilities that I had growing up was that I had a really loud mouth. Anyone else in the house have a loud mouth? That's my sister. I'm just kidding. I had a loud mouth. I got sent home from the first grade to the third grade because my teachers sent home notes saying that I had a hearing problem. I did not have a hearing problem. I had a mouth problem. Anyone else? Yeah, you're going to do this all day. Listen, I love this energy. This is the energy we're trying to go for today. Listen, this morning as I'm talking with you, I want this to be a monologue, not just a dialogue. So gentlemen, if I say something in the room this morning that hits you, that's facts, I want you to say, he cooking. Say it for me. All right, ladies in the room, if I say something that hits you, that speaks to your heart, I want to hear you say, hey girl. There it is. So let's move on. So I was coming back one night from a basketball game, doing what I do, which is yelling at the other opponents. hey, it's getting weird. Okay, and so coming back from Wellston, coming down this back 2-lane road. You guys know the small country 2-lane road. And my buddy Eric was driving. We were in this little car. It was this S10. Some of y'all don't remember the S10. Let me tell you about the S10. The S10 was a hot commodity, okay? The S10 is like a Chevy Silverado that's been put in the dryer, okay? And Eric was driving his S10. Rudy was in the middle, and I was in the passenger seat. This was back when we had bench seats. Some of y'all don't know about them bench seats, okay? But we had these bench seats. And we're driving down this 2-lane road from Wellston, heading back to Perkins, Oklahoma, and I had this great idea. And this idea was, hey, Eric, take your foot off the gas, and we're going to coast from the speed limit down to 0 to see how long it takes us. He cooking. And Eric's like, what? I was like, yes. And he's like, okay. So he takes his foot off the gas, and we're going the speed limit. Now, if you go the speed limit, you're going 65. Back then, it was probably 55. Y'all don't know about that, okay? But it was probably 55, and you take your foot off the gas, and you go from 55 down to 50, down to 45, down to 40. You get to 35 miles an hour, and you see those light poles passing. They look like they're in slow motion. And all of a sudden, this thought popped in my head, and that thought was this. I can run 35 miles an hour. Hey, girl. He cooking. He about to be cooking, boy. I tell you. And so then Eric's like, what? I said out loud, I can run this fast. And Eric's like, what? Like, yeah. So I opened the door to this S10. I put one hand on top of the cab, one hand on the door, and I push myself up like this, where I'm in midair, and I start kicking my feet like this. He cooking. You know why? Because I'm not starting at zero. No, I'm revving the engine. All right, I'm in second gear before I hit that ground. Stop laughing, it's not funny. It's a good idea. And so I push myself up and I kick my feet as fast as I can, and boom! My face to the concrete. And let me say something to you. In that moment, that day, with my face on the concrete, I learned something. And this is what I learned. If you believe a lie as a truth, it will affect your life as if it's true. And none of us are exempt from that. In life, if you're going to get where you're supposed to be, you and I have to pay attention to the things that we are speaking to ourselves and what have been spoken to us. And we need to take inventory to actually see, is what we believe actually true? Because if you and I believe a lie as a truth, it will affect our life as if it's true. And I'm so passionate about this. Because listen, I grew up in the same little towns and the big towns that you did. I lived in Enid, Woodward, Perkins, Durant. I moved around in Oklahoma, and I know the lies that you face. And I know that your lies were actually bigger than my lies because we didn't have a window into everyone else's world like you do when I was your age. We didn't have social media to compare ourselves to someone else that we've never met and never will. We didn't have opportunities to take on all these other lies around us and begin to believe them. But I know that you and I have to pay attention to the things that we believe and make sure that they're truths, because if we don't, if we believe them as truths, it will affect our life as if it's true. And I'm not just passionate about this because I'm an Oklahoman, because I am. Oklahoma, where the... Okay, we're not going to sing the whole thing. We'd be here all day. Thank you. Even though I live in Tennessee now, I was born and raised here for 27 years. And I love this state. I love this state. And I'm passionate about you guys becoming fully who you're meant to be. And I'm not just passionate for you, I'm also passionate because of this woman right here. This is my wife. We've been married for 16 years. We met in a little town called Edmond, Oklahoma, not so little. That's where we met. Hey, girl. She taken. Okay, what up? And then here's our 4 kiddos. And I tell you this because my kids are going to be raised and are being raised in the same world that you're living in, battling the same lies that you could battle, walking through the same things on a daily basis at the schools that you go to and the places that you are, and they're going to be facing the same world that you are actually living in. And so it's on my heart to teach you. There's something that happens when I became a father where I care more about how you end up more than how I do. There's something about a love of a dad when he wants to see his kids go well beyond where he went and quicker than how he got there. And you have all of these 4-H people that are here for you, that love you and want to see you make it to your destiny, to the thing that you were meant to do here on this earth. But one of the things that is going to keep you from doing that is what you believe about you. And so I'm passionate about this. Even so passionate in Nashville, Tennessee, over 11 years ago, I was hanging out in a really, really rough school. And these are some of the kids that I began to meet. And this was in the inner city of Nashville, and we still run a nonprofit there in Nashville. And I began to go to lunches and hang out with kids. And there was a common denominator with all of these kids that we began to meet, and that common denominator is they didn't have father figures. And as I got to know their stories and say, hey, bro, like your J's, Antonio, what's up? I began to get to know these kids and get to know their names. They begin to take a liking to me and my leaders. And they begin showing up and spending time. And it's such an awesome thing to watch them bust through lies that they were never loved because someone left them. The things that were never their fault, that there was attached to them. And as you begin to build relationships, we begin to see that even though maybe their blood family didn't tell them the truth, that there are people that they can be put around that will tell them the truth about who they are, because they still have a destiny and they still have something that they're meant to do here on this earth. regardless of where they come from. And that's why we started the TDC. This is my daughter. Can I show you another picture of her? How about another? She's my favorite. Daughter. Okay, daughter. She's my only daughter. The thing I love about her is there's days when she'll come in her little twirly dress, and we have this full-length mirror in our bathroom, and she walks in that full-length mirror. She does this. Hey, girl. She can't talk yet. She don't say hey, girl, but she's doing this. And the thing I love about that is there's such a purity to her because she's never been told a lie. There's something so beautiful about watching her just be her because no one's told her, stop doing that. And it's such a beautiful thing to watch. And I believe that someday there could be the opportunity where that changes. But right now I get to love her for who she is, and she knows she's the apple of her daddy's eye, and I get to tell her every day. And I say that because I'm passionate about what I'm talking about this morning, because I need you to understand. And I want to teach you guys this morning. I want to give you 3 truths that can help you combat the lies that you've heard over your life so that you can actually live the life that you were meant to live. Are we cool with that? So let's step into the very first one. Truth number 1 that I want you guys to know is what you believe you become. Okay? What you believe you become. What you think on a regular basis, what you hear on a regular basis, whatever's playing in your head when no one else is around, when you're looking in the mirror and you're saying what you're saying, what you believe about you is what you will become. It's just true. What I think about me is what I will become. And I know this to be very, very true because, listen, growing up, this was me in first grade. He cooking. That right there, that's a mullet. That's just not any mullet. That's a perm mullet. Yeah, my mom was cooking. She made that perm mullet right before I took my first grade pictures. All right, I'm missing my front tooth. And I remember in first grade, the very first lie that I ever believed is that mullets are cool. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Mullets are real cool. They're cool. They're cool. I love them. But I do remember actually the first lie that I believed. It was in first grade. And I remember getting up on the board. I remember doing something on the board. And I walked back from the board. And I went to go back to my seat. And kids laughed at me in the classroom. And I began to say these words in my head first. Was that, Ketric, you're dumb. You're dumb. You're not as smart as the other kids. And I began to let that play in my head over and over and over until it began to affect everything about my schooling and everything about me. I had a low self-esteem about me when I would show up at school. And I began to believe that I was dumb. And the crazy thing about that moment, right now, if I close my eyes, I could take you back to that room like it was yesterday. I could tell you what the floor looked like. I could tell you what was on the walls. I could even tell you the smell of that room. And that had a hold on me for a long, long time. And so I want you to know that what you believe, you become. And it's something that I remember looking back on and thinking about many, many times. And so here's what I want you to know this morning. That if your past is affecting your present, it's not your past. If your past is affecting your current present life, it's not your past. And all of us have things that we're like, man, we feel stuck. Anyone else know what I mean? Anyone else ever feel stuck about something that you've been believing? Yeah. It's like there's things that are keeping us from moving forward, and I see it all the time. And so I just want you to know that if your past is affecting your present, it's not your past. And so the next truth that I want you to know is this, that lies build walls. And here's what I want you to know. How many of you guys love The Lion King? Anyone love The Lion King? My dude, here we go. Listen, The Lion King's the best. Any of you guys everyone seen the musical? Anyone seen The Lion King, the musical? Let's go. I saw it at the Civic Center in Oklahoma City years ago. It's the best, okay? It's awesome. It's like the movie's great, but the musical's something like another level. Like people in the opening scene, they're wearing all this bright spandex, and they're moving like bodies shouldn't move, like, they're doing all these crazy things. And then there's that moment, where Simba's held up and ha sapinya namanamna ye namana ye, he cooking. And so I know I'm cooking now. And so that was a moment for me that I love watching. I loved watching The Lion King. And in the opening scene, the curtain's shut, and I stand up like, one more time. My wife's like, sit down, chill out. What are you doing? And we keep watching The Lion King. Listen, if you haven't seen it, I need you to close your ears, okay? Plug them. You've had 25 years, okay? But I'm going to spoil it for you. But there's a moment in the musical where you guys know, and also in the movie, where Mufasa dies. I told you to close your ears. And then there's the moment where Scar comes to Simba, needing a family member to tell him the truth, to be there for him, to comfort him. And he blames and he says, this is your fault. And then he says, run. Never return again. And it makes me so mad. Did it make you mad? Like, man, if he was a real person, I'd beat him up. And he runs far away. And there's the moment in The Lion King where Mufasa shows up. You remember Mufasa? In the musical, it's so good. Mufasa shows up. Simba, your father is not dead. He's alive, right? He says, no, my father's dead. He says, no, Simba, he lives in you, right? And in this moment, I said Simba, didn't I? I meant Rafiki. I messed that whole story up. Let's try it again. So, Rafiki shows up on the scene. There you go. You're like, who? Mufasa showed up? Is that a sequel? What is that? Okay, I'm sorry. Everyone's looking at me funny. I'm like, why is everyone looking at me funny? Okay. Rafiki shows up. The best, okay? Rafiki shows up and says, Simba, your father is not dead. He's alive, right? He says, no, my father's dead. He says, no, Simba, he lives in you. And in this moment, there's this song that starts to play. If you guys remember in the musical, the song starts playing. It's beautiful. I want to read you the words to these songs. Listen. It says, he lives in you, he lives in me. He watches over everything we see. Into your reflection, he lives in you. In this moment in the song, when it breaks out, it's all of the sudden, in this moment that is happening, that he begins to realize, regardless of how far he's run, regardless of how far he's gone, regardless of what has been said to him, regardless of what shame has told him to get out of there, to leave, that there is still a king in him. Scar could not take his kingship away. Scar didn't have the right to take his future from him, even though he lied to him. There was still a king in him, and there's still a king and a queen in each one of you. There's something that you are meant to do. And a lot of times the reason why the battle's been so tough is it's less about your history and more about your destiny. You need to hear me. For some of you, it's been so tough because there is a destiny for you that is so great. And I want you to know that it's there for you regardless of what someone has said, what someone has done, or what you've spoken or what you've said about yourself. Because there is a future for you that you have. There was a king in him the entire time. regardless of what the lies were telling him, and there is a king in you. And so here's what I want you to know. Anything that's rooted in shame, fear, or guilt is not your friend. Anything that is rooted in shame, fear, or guilt is not your friend. You don't have to put it in your pocket and walk around with it for 6 hours. You don't have to live with it any longer. It is not the thing that you're supposed to live from. And here's the thing that I know about shame, is this, that shame grows in the dark. The isolation of Simba to get him alone was the key to keep him in the things that he was never meant to be in and stay in. And I need you to know that shame grows in the dark. But here's what I know. When you speak shame out of your mouth to somebody and share with someone what you're walking through, that shame begins to die. I know that to be true in my own life. When you let someone in and you say to them, a trusted adult, that are many in this room, that shame begins to die. And I'm telling you, when you do so, you will begin to see freedom in a way that you never have yet. And I want you to know you're not alone. Raise of hands to all the adults in here. How many times, any of you ever dealt with shame? Raise your hand, adults. Look around, students. They're everywhere. Students, how many of you guys have ever dealt with shame? Raise your hand. How about fear? Raise your hand. We're all in the same boat. But a lot of times we're trying to act like we're not and be somewhere that we're not. And when we do that, we're not allowed to let other people in. And so I want you to know that fear, I believe, is the last road sign to get you to turn around and go back to what is familiar. Every time. I felt it this morning. Can I be honest? I'm an Oklahoma kid, came back here from Nashville. Oklahoma is where I believe the lie that I wasn't smart. What am I doing up here on stage talking to you guys today? Like, that's a real lie that I battled this morning when I woke up. It's real, and it happens. And so I want you guys to know that you can overcome these thoughts and these lies and these things that are going on. And so here's the last thing. Here's what I want to say to you guys is, what lies have you been believing? Maybe for you, it's that you're not smart enough, that you're not good enough, that you're unlovable, that you're too broken, that you can never change. Maybe you believe the same lie that I believe, which is that you feel dumb. I don't know what it is that you bring in here, but we all can believe lies throughout our life. And so truth number 3 is this, that you already got it. And here's what I mean. A lot of times we spend our lives trying to grab a hold of things, trying to get things. And I want to say this even before I say this part, is there was a few years back that if you knew me, I wouldn't be up here on the stage with you. I went through some really crazy anxiety that it just out of nowhere it happened. I'm the glass always full, I'm the excited one all the time, and one day I woke up and it was like, what happened? And anxiety is weird because you can't really explain it, but it's this thing that's on your chest. And you can't really, you're like, what's happening? And for me, that happened. And so what did I do? I went and found someone that could help me. I went and found a counselor, and I walked through things to help me figure out where this started. Because if there's fruit, there is a root. If there's fruit being produced from your life, there is a root of where it started for all of us. And what we do a lot of times in life is we try to throw the fruit behind us. We're like, oh, here it is, we throw it behind us. And we're like, okay, we're good. And all of a sudden it starts growing again. You're like, oh, no, there's more. And we spend our whole time trying to perform our way around this stuff. And I need you to know that you'll never outwork your wounds. You'll never outwork your wounds. But as I began to go to counseling and tell someone what I was feeling and walk through some of my emotions and walk through these things, I went back to a moment in this counseling session where I was 10. And there was a moment that took place at my family's house, and my parents are amazing. They're awesome people. Listen, I'm not bagging on any parents in the room today. My parents, I love them. They're awesome. They're incredible people. But all of us have moments. Listen, this is why, for my family, I don't have a college fund. I have a counseling fund. Because my kids are going to need counseling. Am I right, parents? As good as parents as we are, it's going to happen. It just is. And so I'm not bagging on them. But there was a moment in my childhood that I didn't even think about forever. And there was a moment where my dad went and he was putting the bags at the door. He was leaving. And I walked up with Uno cards. And I said, Dad, don't leave. Let's play Uno. And that day, my dad didn't leave. He never left since then. My parents have been married for 51 years. They're amazing people. But I realized in that moment, in that counseling, there was 2 lies that I believed because of that moment that took place and why my anxiety was flaring up in my 30s. And that is, I believe 2 lies. One lie is that my performance holds everything together. And the second lie is that I'm doing this all alone. Those are the 2 things that were driving my life for 30 years of my life. And I had to deal with them. And so for you, I don't know what it is for you, but I want you to know that you can walk out of that. There is a future you that you're yet to meet. If you would have known me 5 or 6 years ago, I wouldn't be up here on this stage with you. I was right in the middle of it. But 5 years later, Ketric is up here on the stage with you because I want you to know you got to keep going. And the third truth is that you've already got it. And here's what I mean. My very first car was a 1986 Buick Somerset. Okay? Is my grandma's car, okay? Hey, girl. It was white with a red rag top. It had red velvet on the inside. What's up? Yeah, don't get too excited, okay? But my grandma, she smoked in it. And so she smoked those big Virginia Slim cigarettes that someone else had to light, you know what I mean? And the lining in the top of the car was coming down. So when you roll down the windows, it hits you in the head like this. Okay? Not going to get a girlfriend, okay? So I went and put pins in it, straight pins in it, so when you lean back, it looked like stars. Hey, girl, okay? All right? And then I didn't know how to make this car any cooler, so then I went to Walmart. You guys know what Walmart is? Oh, yeah, my people. Went to Walmart, and I bought this thing called a CD player. Y'all don't know about no CD player? Oh, hey, okay, old school right here. What's up? Old soul. She said, hey, girl. All right? Anyway, there's this big round disc. You can talk about this later. But I went to Walmart, got this Sony CD player, and I put the Sony CD player in my car. But there were certain things in the Sony CD player I didn't know how to work. I didn't know how to set the stations at the bottom. I didn't know how to set the clock. But it wasn't that I didn't have all the CD player. I didn't need to go back to Walmart and get more parts. I just need to learn what I had so then I could use it to its most ability. And the same thing is true for you. You already have everything that you need. You're lacking nothing. The question is not what's wrong with you. The question is what happened to you. You have everything that you need to walk out life, to do the thing that's set before you, that you're going to step into for someday the career that you're going to have, someday the family that you might have, someday whatever it is that you're planning, that it is there and you have everything you need to do it. You are batteries included. You are. The worst thing as a dad is when you get a Christmas present and it doesn't have batteries. Anybody? It's the worst because everything at Christmas is closed. So you get the remote control car and you bring it out and you're like, hey, kids, I'm the best. And then it's like, no batteries, I'm the worst. But I want you to know that your battery's included. You have everything you need to do what you are meant to do here on this earth. Everything. You're lacking nothing. I don't care who spoke it over you. I don't care when they said you couldn't. I don't care what they said. I don't care if they're blood family. I want you to understand something. You have everything you need to pull off everything that you were meant to pull off. And there's a reason why you were placed here in 2026 on this earth. And you have everything you need to do it. And I want you to know that. If there's anything I can tell you, it'd be that. And here's what I want you to know. Over 50 years ago in Bangkok, Thailand, there was a statue in the middle of the city. It's not this one. But there was a statue in the middle of the city. And they going to move the statue to clean it. And as they were going to move the statue to clean it, some of the concrete broke off in the statue. And as they begin to look through the cracks and begin to see, actually on the inside, as they moved it back to clean it, they found that underneath all of the concrete, there was the biggest piece of sculpted gold ever found. People every day would sit and come to that area, and they would sit on that statue, and they would throw their trash on that statue. They would get the statue all dirty, and no one knew that underneath that concrete was the biggest piece of sculpted gold ever found. And I want you to know that there's gold in you. I want you to know that whatever's covered it up, I'm not sure what it is, but I want you to know that there's gold in you. Okay? It's there. It's been there the entire time. You were born with it and you were built with it. It is there and it's living there. I want to tell you, can I brag on one of my TDC kids? This isn't my kid of my own, but this is one of my kids from TDC. And I want to tell you about them real quick. It's the girl in the striped, black and white striped shirt. Her name is RK. When I think about someone that there was gold in, I remember when I first met her, she wouldn't look any of us in the face. She didn't want anything to do with us. She was ready to give us every excuse to run and leave, and I'll give you every excuse to leave, all of that. She had these walls up. And I remember meeting her, and I remember us continuing conversation, getting to know her, building relationships with her. And all of a sudden we realized, oh my gosh, this girl is incredibly smart. But everyone around her, they didn't tell her those things. They didn't speak those things into her life. And just a couple years ago, this is her at her graduation. She graduated, let me say this is her college graduation. Let me just say this, hold on. She scored a 31 on her ACT. Hold on, I'm not done. She didn't just score a 31 on her ACT, she got a full ride to Belmont University. Anybody know how expensive Belmont is? Yeah, it's an expensive school. She got a full ride to Belmont University and graduated from Belmont and now works for Deloitte. Deloitte's a multi-billion-dollar company, and she's a boss lady. She drives a better car than me. And I love that. And there was gold in her the whole time. And all we were doing is trying to mine for it and help her see what was already there. And I want you to know there's gold in you. Regardless of what has covered it up, regardless of what is said, regardless of what is done, you need to know there's gold in you. And it's there. I'll close with this. My mom is the strongest woman that I know. My mom had the craziest childhood I've ever heard, but she's the one out of her 7 brothers and sisters that decided to do something different. She's the one that said, it ends with me. And I say that to you because I'm a byproduct of my mom saying, even though I hadn't seen it, I can do it. And for some of you, you've had people in your life to show you and overcome, and they have overcome a lot of things to get you where you are today, and you've seen what it looks like to live the future. And that's amazing. And that's the story of me with my mom. But my mom's story was that she didn't have anyone. And she decided to be the one to step up and change and do something different. And I want you to know that you can too. You can live a different life. You can live the life that you're meant to live. But it's scary. It can be scary. Anybody adrenaline junkies in here? So a few years ago, we were out in Tennessee. I'll end with this story. There's a rock quarry, and I love jumping off cliffs, okay? I love any kind of if there's a camera, let's do it, okay? Obviously, I try to run 30 miles an hour, okay? It's fine. We're up at the top of this cliff, okay? We're standing at the top of this cliff, and I don't know if anyone ever jumped off a cliff before or jumped off something high? Yeah. Well, I'm a man, you know what I mean? And so I'm up here on the top of this cliff, and I did the whole I got this, I'm gonna do this. And I did the run and then the oh. I look down, and my legs do the jello thing, like, oh, okay? And at first, my big talk turned to like, ooh, I don't know if I can do this. So I did it again. I was like, pump myself up. You got this. You're a man. Let's go. And I ran. I said, oh. And then these two little things, these two little high school girls, these little things, they come walking up. This one girl looks at me. She walks up. She looks at me. She said, you gonna go? I said, I'm a grown man. Ladies first. I'm a grown man. So she just runs and she, she lived. Okay, she lived. That'd have been really bad. And then she crawls up the rock again. She gets to the top. She's all soaking wet. And she walks up there. I'm still standing there going, She said, you gonna go? And I said, back up, I'm gonna go. And I ran, and this is us. I jumped, and I was afraid. Listen, and then I did it again. Okay, that's my buddy's butt crack, I apologize. I'll tell him later, it's fine, he'll be fine with it. But I did that, and it was so fun, but I had to step through the fear. I had to do it afraid. The fear didn't leave. Before the jump, I was still afraid going, okay? Like, some people say courage is doing it afraid. I say courage is doing it with a little pee in your pants, okay? My Oklahoma people, anybody? Right? Write that down. Some of you are going to quote me later. Courage is pee in your pants, okay? Don't misquote me, okay? Courage is doing it with pee in your pants, okay? Let me say it again so you get it down right, okay? And so this was me. And then a few years later, here's what happened. This last summer, actually, I have my oldest was 10 at the time, and my kid that was younger than that was 7. Oaks and Valor are their name. Valor. Ooh, Valor. Brave in battle. Like, that's a manly name, you know? That's a manly name. Like, when he sweats, he smells like wood chips, okay? And so anyway, I don't even know why I said that, but sorry, let's get back to this. And so I tell my 7 and 10-year-old Oaks and Valor, I said, listen, this is the summer where we go cliff jumping. And they're like, okay. I'm like, no, okay's right, we're doing this. And so last summer, this is what happened. I'm about to play this video. Right when I hit play, you're gonna see my 10-year-old fall from the sky, okay? And then you're gonna see my other son, but this is what happened. I had already gone, showed them what it's like. And then my sons are standing up there doing the same thing I did, like, oh, okay, jello, okay? And I said, all right, you guys can do this. And Valor gets to the edge, and this is what he does. Okay? So then I leaned down to my 7-year-old, and I was like, Oaks, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. That's my wife cheering him on because she's the best cheerleader ever. And here's Oaks. I said, Oaks, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. And I leaned down, and watch this. Amazing. And I tell you that because someone has to go first. And why not you? Why don't you go first and show them? And listen, people need you. People need you to show them something that they didn't know was possible. And for my kids, they were so scared to do this, they didn't know if it was possible, but I want you to know, as I got to do it, they got to watch me, and I want you to know, when you step in and do things, when you step through the fear and through the fear on the other side of it, you are going to find the greatest life there is. So, 4-H, live free, have fun, and do it afraid. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Ketric, for your inspiring words. Please accept this token of our appreciation on behalf of Oklahoma 4-H.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love your mom and you, by the way.
right, guys, stand up. We need some energy. All right, this is a repeat after me song.
This is a repeat after me song.
This is a do as I do song.
This is a do as I do song.
I said a boom, chicka boom.
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 I said a boomer, chicka, rocka, chicka boom.
I said a boomer, chicka, rocka, chicka boom.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One more time.
One more time.
Bodybuilder style.
Bodybuilder style.
I said a boom, chicka boom.
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 I said check my bicep, check my tricep, chicka boom.
I said a boom, check my bicep, check my tricep, chicka boom.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One more time.
One more time.
Janitor style.
Janitor style.
I said a broom, sweep a broom.
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 I said a broom, a sweep a mop, a sweep a mop, a sweep a broom.
I said a broom, a sweep a mop, a sweep a mop, a sweep a broom.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One more time.
One more time.
No more time.
No more times.
All right, now we're gonna do Hey Burrito, but we're gonna do it right this time. All right, are y'all ready? Hey Burrito.
Hey burrito.
Hey Burrito.
Hey burrito.
Yeah, burrito, yeah.
Yeah, burrito, yeah.
Taco Bell, Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, Taco Bell.
Guacamole, cinnamon twist.
Guacamole, cinnamon twist.
All right, now we're gonna do it really loud. Hey burrito.
Hey burrito.
Hey burrito.
Hey burrito.
Yeah, burrito, yeah.
Yeah, burrito, yeah.
Taco Bell, Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, Taco Bell.
Guacamole, cinnamon twist.
Guacamole, cinnamon twist.
All right, now we're gonna do one last song. We're gonna do the penguin song. One last song. You ready?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Penguins
begin. Right wing, have you ever seen a penguin company? Take a look at me, a penguin you will see. Penguins attention, penguins begin. Right wing, left wing, have you ever seen a penguin company? Take a look at me, a penguin you will see. Penguins attention, penguins begin. Right wing, left wing, right foot. Have you ever seen a penguin company? Take a look at me, a penguin you will see. Penguins attention, penguins begin. Right wing, left wing, right foot, left foot. Have you ever seen a penguin company? Take a look at me, a penguin you will see. Penguins attention, penguins begin. Right wing, left wing, right foot, left foot. Head back. Have you ever seen a penguin company? Take a look at me, a penguin you will see. Penguins attention, penguins begin. Right wing, left wing, right foot, left foot. Head back, fall out. Have you ever seen a penguin company? Take a look at me, a penguin you will see. Penguins attention, penguins begin. Right wing, left wing, right foot, left foot. Head back, fall out, fair out. Have you ever seen a penguin company? Take a look at me, a penguin. Penguins attention, penguins dismissed.
Now it is the time that we have been waiting for. It is time to announce the winner of the Oklahoma 4-H Spirit Contest. Please welcome State 4-H Secretary and Chair of the Service Project Committee, Rebecca Wiley, to the podium to talk about the Service Project component of the Spirit Contest.
Thank you to all of the counties who participated in the Change for Change project. The county that raised the most money for Change in each district. In the West District, Grady County, $819.25. In the Southeast, Pontotoc County, $2,009.03. And in the Northeast, Payne County with $500. Pull for Kids is our annual campaign to collect pull tabs for the Ronald McDonald House in Oklahoma City and Tulsa. This year, Oklahoma 4-H members collected 4,773 pounds of pull tabs. The county that collected the most pull tabs for the Ronald McDonald House in each district. In the West District, Cotton County, 500 pounds. In the Southeast, Pittsburgh County, 744 pounds. And in the Northeast, Adair County, 320 pounds. By collecting pull tabs, 4-H members are helping raise funds to provide a home away from home for families of seriously ill or injured children that are receiving medical treatment. Please welcome Oklahoma State 4-H Recreation Leader and Chair of the Spirit Committee, Jake Volgamore, to the podium to announce the rest of the Spirit Contest results.
Now it's time for the results of our Spirit Contest. Who's ready? Who's ready for the results? All right. Raising $403.38 during the bucket pass during Pistol Pete's picnic. And the bonus point winner is, come on, drum roll, the Southeast District. All right, guys. Now, next up is the top honor for the sidewalk chalk drawing. All right, yeah, more drum rolls. It goes to the West District. All right. Next up is for the top honor for their district chant. It goes to the West District. All right, and the next one is our top honor for their promotional video. And this one goes to, back to drum rolls, the Southeast District. And our top honor for participation in the Change for Change project is Southeast District. All right, next up is our top honor for participation in Pull for Kids project. And the winner for that one is the West District. All right, here's for the big one. Well, actually for the runner-up. All scores combined for the runner-up goes to the West District. And then our 2026 State 4-H Spirit Contest winner is Southeast District. Congratulations to all the participants.
The 6th President of the United States, John Quincy Adams, gave the perfect description of our 2025-2026 State 4-H President, Kate Sherrill. President Adams said, "If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are a leader." If you have been around Kate for more than about 5 seconds, she has probably inspired you to do all that President Adams said. I know she has done the same for me and our council this year. Please join me in welcoming our 2025-2026 Oklahoma 4-H President, Kate Sherrill, back to the podium to present her closing remarks.
I love you too. Actually, I love all of you. I'm gonna give fair warning, my feet are probably gonna start hurting. As I spent the last few weeks thinking about what I wanted to say today, I kept coming back to a line from Miranda Lambert's song, "The House That Built Me." I won't take nothing but a memory. For the past 9 years, Oklahoma 4-H has been the house that built me. When I joined 4-H as a shy, timid 9-year-old, I never would have imagined I would stand before you as the Oklahoma 4-H state president. In fact, becoming a state officer wasn't even on my radar at first. My first Roundup was online, and while it introduced me to 4-H on a larger scale, it was after my second Roundup that I began to see what was possible. That's when the goal was planted. That's when I started dreaming about wearing the green jacket and serving this organization that had already given me so much. This year has given me opportunities I never could have imagined. I've had the privilege of traveling across our state, meeting members from every corner of Oklahoma, and sharing the story of 4-H. Every club meeting, county event, leadership conference, and conversation reminded me that 4-H is so much bigger than any one person. It is a family. It is a community. It is a place where young people discover who they are and who they want to become. When I look back on this year, I won't just remember the speeches, meetings, or miles traveled. I'll remember the little moments. I'll remember the laughter. I'll remember the conversations that lasted long after the event was over. And yes, I will definitely remember the Brahms trips after meetings. Those are the moments that make this experience special. As I reflect on my journey, I realized that the greatest gift 4-H gave me wasn't a title. It was confidence. 4-H took a shy 9-year-old who was afraid to speak up and helped her become a 19-year-old girl who can walk into a room full of strangers and leave with a dozen new friends. It taught me how to lead, how to serve, and how to believe in myself even when I wasn't sure I could do something. One of the most important lessons I've learned is that you don't have to say yes to every opportunity that comes your way. Opportunities are gifts, but wisdom comes from recognizing them, considering them carefully, and deciding which ones align with who you are and who you want to become. Leadership isn't about doing everything. It's about doing the right things for the right reasons. To the younger members in the room, my advice is simple. Soak in every moment. Take the pictures, stay a little longer after the meeting. Introduce yourself to someone new. Volunteer for something that scares you, because one day these moments that seem ordinary now will become the memories you treasure most. There are so many people I need to thank. To my mom, thank you for every mile driven, every late night, every sacrifice, and every time you believed in me before I believed in myself. To my Gammy and Poppy, thank you for your constant love and support. To my Aunt Titi, my educator, thank you for helping not only shape my 4-H career, but the person I have become. Thank you for investing in me, challenging me, and encouraging me every step of the way. To Rick, aka Rickle Pickle, thank you for your support and guidance through this journey. To Stetson, thank you for not only listening to every speech on repeat, but also being the big brother I never had. To Pawnee County, thank you for each one of you for not only being my cheerleaders, but also being the loudest people in the room when I have succeeded. To Kathleen, thank you for becoming more than just a role model, but also another mother and another woman I aspire to be. To my fellow officers, thank you for your friendship, encouragement, laughter, and for making this year unforgettable. To Maylee and Kinsley, I love you too, kids. Thank you for absolutely everything. You've probably listened to many speeches, rants after long trips, but you've supported me not only to chase my dreams, but to keep on getting back up and trying again. Though you may be my cousins, you truly are my built-in best friends. Most importantly, thank you, Oklahoma, to every Oklahoma 4-H member. Serving you has been the greatest honor of my life. You are the reason this organization continues to thrive. You are the future of 4-H. As I retire from this office, I do with a heart so full of gratitude. I am incredibly thankful for the opportunity to serve, but I would be lying if I said I wasn't sad. This year has gone by far too fast. But maybe that's what happens when something means so much. The goodbyes are hard because the memories are so good. Today I leave this position the same way that song leaves the house that shaped it. I won't take nothing but a memory. But what memories they are. The memories of friendship, the memories of growth, the memories of service, the memories of family called Oklahoma 4-H. This organization built me, it challenged me, it believed in me. And no matter where life takes me, a part of me will always belong here. Thank you for allowing me the honor of serving as your Oklahoma 4-H state president.
Congratulations, Kate. Give her another round of applause. I would also like to express my appreciation to the 2025-2026 State 4-H Council members. This group came into their offices a year ago with goals and enthusiasm for making the best better. I'm continually amazed at what they have achieved. You all have shown outstanding commitment to the Oklahoma 4-H program by going above and beyond what was expected of you. Civil rights leader Benjamin Hooks once said, "If you think you're leading and turn around to see no one following, then you're just taking a walk." Well, guys, I know you can't see them because of the lights, but they're following. You have worked hard, stayed up too late, and always tried to remember that their focus was on you, Oklahoma 4-H. Well, I'm here to tell you that you've done it. You should be proud of your accomplishments and take what you've learned as council members and continue to make the best even better, even beyond the 4-H program. Please come forward as I call your name to receive this plaque acknowledging your accomplishment for this year. Your district representatives from the Northeast District, Killian Baker. Jimmy Ferguson from Logan County. And Donna Greenfield from Payne County. From the West District, Claire Neese from Cotton County. Zoe Gosen from Caddo County. and Avery Fisher from Blaine County. And from the Southeast District, Mason Luca, Pottawatomie County. Danny McTague, Oklahoma County. And Ember Duffy from Pittsburgh County. These district reps have worked hard not only in their district to keep everyone informed of what the state council was doing, but also worked to make Roundup and other events throughout the year a success. Have you had a good time at Roundup? Please give another round of applause to your district representatives. And your executive council members. Your Oklahoma 4-H Recreation Leaguer, Jake Volgamore. You can't see it because of the magic of a hair salon, but he gave me a few gray hairs this year. But he always worked hard and followed through. Making sure everyone was in the know, your Oklahoma 4-H reporter, Joe Sharp from Garfield County. Joe was always ready with an idea to share with the group and to make sure we were having fun. Making sure the minutes are in order and everyone remembers their task, your Oklahoma 4-H Secretary, Rebecca Whiteley from McCurtain County. Rebecca made sure everyone was on track and staying as focused as possible, and that was hard with this group. Everyone's right-hand woman, your Oklahoma 4-H Vice President, Kate Wardlaw from Payne County. Kate told this group this year that her main goal was to make my job easier, and she did just that. And she also made sure everybody knew what was going on. These executive members have chaired committees, organized events for Roundup, and kept in touch with each other all year. Please give the executive council members another round of applause. At this time, I would like to express my appreciation to Kate Sherrill, your 2025-2026 State 4-H President. We're going to do this one first. Yes. She still has to ask me if it's okay to do things. Kate worked especially hard this year to make sure everyone heard the stories of Oklahoma 4-H members. She spoke to numerous groups about the welcome, open atmosphere that Oklahoma 4-H provides to you. She made the time in her busy college schedule to meet with me weekly, be prepared for events, and make sure she was doing her best to represent you. Kate, on behalf of Oklahoma 4-H, thank you for your hard work and dedication to 4-H in this council. The Dockery family has committed to honoring the state 4-H president with a $2,500 scholarship for the year of hard work and dedication to the Oklahoma 4-H program. Kate, please receive this plaque to hold your gavel to remember your year of leading Oklahoma 4-H. Please join me in congratulating Kate Sherrill and thanking the Dockery family for their commitment. Please welcome Dr. Stephen Beck, State 4-H Program Leader, to the stage to continue with our assembly.
Have you had a good week? That's good. This year, we've been wild about 4-H, wild about competing, wild about learning, wild about dancing, some of us, and wild about making friends. Yeah, lots of friends, awesome. And we're also wild about becoming the kind of people who make a difference. And that's what 4-H Roundup is about in 4-H. Before we send you off, I need to recognize some people who've made this week possible. First, our marketing team, Mitch and Dakota. Thank you for capturing the spirit of Roundup and helping us tell the 4-H story. Oklahoma 4-H Foundation and our generous donors. Thank you for your continued support of our youth and our mission. To our Roundup committee, made up of state and district 4-H faculty and staff, county educators, and Kate, thank you for your work. From the committee, though, I need to make a special shout out to Kelly Wardlaw and Kathy Allen for being chairs and co-chairs. Your leadership in helping get the rest of us prepared and organized has been amazing. A huge thank you to Kathleen Taylor. Kathleen's worked hard to make sure that our officers are prepared, ready, that their dreams have come true up on stage here, and that our assemblies run smoothly. Finally, our 2025-26 officer team. Give it up for them. When the 24-25 team sat here last year, I told you that they'd set the bar high. And do you think they've exceeded that bar? Absolutely. Absolutely. Well done this year. But Roundup's just not a week-long safari. This is where the adventure begins. When you go home, be bold enough to grow. Use the things you've learned here. Teach others. Step outside your comfort zone. Be brave enough to lead. Your communities and your clubs need your energy, and they need your willingness to serve. Don't wait for others to step up. Be the one who steps up and makes a difference. Third, be generous enough to share. Tell others about 4-H. Tell them about 4-H Roundup, and bring a friend with you next year. You are capable and you are leaders. And this week has shown, if this week has shown us anything, it has shown us that Oklahoma 4-H is filled with young people who are wild about making a difference. Yeah. Thank you for an amazing roundup this year. Now, I'm going to pause before we get to the event and give a few announcements. If you've lost phone chargers, purses, water bottles, other various items, please go to the sound booth following the assembly. If you would like to get water on your way out, there's a tub full of water outside. Help yourselves. If you have a county event coming up and you would like to get lots of water bottles, please do so. Now that that's aside, we're going to go to what everybody's waiting on. Your 26, 27 state 4-H officer team. Yeah. From the Northeast District, Jacob May. Cash Tripp. Kara Wardlaw. From the West District, Paisley Harrison. Titus Olmstead. Ian Pope. From the Southeast District, Sophie Eaton. Lucille Morehouse. And Alexis Ross. Your recreation leader, Cord Campbell. Your reporter, Tori Nelms. Your secretary, Mason Luca. Your vice president, Joe Sharp. And your 2026-2027 State 4-H President, Jake Fogabor.
At this time, we invite each of you to return next year for the 106th State 4-H Roundup. Oh, my bad. We skipping. I'm sorry. Oh, Kay Cheryl, you're next.
Hey, guys, no, this is not right. Y'all have not been in, someone went too far. Okay, congratulations to our newly elected state council. Please listen carefully to learn your new responsibilities to all 4-H members in Oklahoma.
District representatives, the giraffe reminds us to look far beyond what's in front of us. As district representatives, may you bring voices from your districts and build connections across Oklahoma and help every member feel represented. If you accept the responsibilities that come with your positions, please say, I do.
Core Campbell, as the newly elected Oklahoma 4-H recreation leader, it is your responsibility to strengthen relationships with the council and keep everyone cheerful and positive. The monkey symbolizes joy and connection. As recreation leader, may you create opportunities for laughter, friendship, and unforgettable experiences. If you accept the responsibilities that come with your position, please say, I do.
I do.
Tori, as the newly elected Oklahoma reporter, it is your responsibility to keep communications lines open and functioning. The parrot represents communication. As a reporter, may you share the story of Oklahoma 4-H and inspire more people to become involved. If you accept this responsibility that comes with your position, please say,
I do.
Mason. As the newly elected Oklahoma 4-H secretary, the owl symbolizes wisdom and attention to detail. As secretary, may you carefully take a note of moments and decisions of this next year's journey. If you accept the responsibilities that come with your position, please say, I do.
I do.
Joe, as the newly elected Oklahoma 4-H Vice President, you will be responsible for chairing committees and assisting the president. The elephant represents strength, loyalty, and dependability. As Vice President, may you be strong and support throughout helping your team and overcome challenges and move forward. If you accept these responsibilities for your position, please say, I do.
To the new Oklahoma State 4-H President, Jake Volgamore, the lion is a symbol of courage and leadership. As president, you may lead with confidence and integrity along with encouraging others around you. If you accept the responsibilities that come with your position, please say, I do.
I do. Thank you so much.
Please accept this gavel and lead Oklahoma 4-H to developing the youth's future for another successful year.
All right, now this is the part I tried to skip to. At this time, we invite each of you to return next year for the 106th State 4-H Roundup on July 27th through the 30th, 2027. This concludes the 105th State 4-H Roundup. Remember to travel safely because it's wild out there. Stay wild about 4-H.